EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today, December is upon us. We're into the home stretch, folks, and we got a good one for you here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A give out of the gun to Genty. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Back to throw, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now Geno. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here's Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Nix to the air. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now it's Lockett. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, first and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front and the way he pressed the hole. Absolutely perfect.
Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
Throwing now is Geno. This throw nearly intercepted. The big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
6 yards to go.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On third down, here's Genty. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Nick's going to keep this himself. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Broncos first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
That's taken in by Franklin. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9. Throwing Nix. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
For the Broncos.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Smith now to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now maybe a free play here for Smith. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
The slot man in motion right. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Gino going to hand it to Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but it's fair to say this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. looking to put a drive together. Here's Smith. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A run out of the gun with Genty. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
34-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 4.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Geno now to throw. That is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On first down, it's Genty. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43-yard line.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll fake it. Now Smith. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 30.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Seven, our score after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A run straight ahead to Genty. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
At the 11-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Smith. This will be caught at about the 5. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals, because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Genty will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Carlson now to add the extra point.
After.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
So from the 37, here's second and a couple. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Harvey now on first and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw, here's Nix. Throw left side, complete. That's Franklin. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Setting up a screen for Harvey. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
And that run wasn't just for a first down. That was for some confidence. They've had a tough day moving the ball on the ground this entire game. I think after that one, they'll feel a little bit better about themselves, and now they got more downs to try and get it done.
On first down, back to Harvey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Working out of the gun is Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. They'll try and do this, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space, because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now it's Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Looking to put a drive together. On play action, here's Nix. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, what kind of speed he has is almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him. But he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and 4. Now it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd and a couple. They'll go play action with Nix. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I like the play action there on 2nd and short, partner. You try and convince those safeties you're going to run for it. Hit them with that play action, looks like a run, and then try and go over the top. Didn't work, but I like the play call.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Nix to throw again. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. Here's Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos first down.
On the give, it's Harvey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Nix to the air. Sutton drilling it in on the left side. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
It's a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin.
Nix's pass.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This 2nd and 4. Throwing Nix. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Harvey. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 16 more on that one and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the handoff, Harvey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That's a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw. Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's another Broncos first down. A gain of 13 yards. And a Broncos first down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
A handoff. Here's Harvey. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Jaleel McLaughlin taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations.
The previous play is under review.
Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Harvey will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for two.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And so they run it in on the two-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. A little juke. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over.
So here comes the Raiders
first and 10
offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Smith. His throw incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Back to throw, Smith. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
17 yards.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
First and 10
okay,
at the 41-yard
I'm not a fan
line.
of any routes that just, turn around defensive backs, mainly because I was a defensive back. But the comeback route is so difficult because to sell it, you're selling it like it's a deep route before you come back towards either the line of scrimmage or the sideline. And, boy, that one worked to perfection.
That's complete yet again to Thornton. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Geno now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A quick throw out to Lockett. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
A gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Genty. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
The 23-yard line.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
At the 27-yard
Not a
line.
huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
To throw, here's Nix. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23.
And the Broncos first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Denver.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
At the 46-yard line.
Second down and 8. A run here with Harvey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
It's a gain of 18.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Looking to throw. Nix. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Nix's pass complete to Marvin Mims. A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 6. And he's going to try and do this himself. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback on the keeper.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Loss of 7 yards.
And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Well, 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Throwing is Smith. Completes this one to Thornton. They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On the zone read, a give to Genty. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on
and Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now a second and 10. Now Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 89 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now it's Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
This offense so far on 3rd down, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he's got room. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Now Harvey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
To throw is Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Broncos, 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Broncos,
and that
1st down.
certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Here's Harvey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at the
Well,
2-yard
partner,
line.
Marvin, our number 1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Here's Nix. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Broncos! R.J. Harvey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score. Broncos
That one in the
28,
books as a
Raiders
12-play
17.
drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
For the Broncos.
Nifty move. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Raiders offense and Geno Smith headed back out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a two-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. That's complete. It's Ashton Genty. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Smith now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10.
And a two-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Smith throwing again. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. With a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 7. Play action. It's Smith. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Intended for Ashton
Yeah,
Genty.
offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. But give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. That's to Bowers once again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by John A. Barron. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career, and he parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Looking to put a drive together. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the
2 yards the gain
line.
on the keeper, and it's second down. The
Brings
fourth
up
quarter
second
here, they've
and
got
8.
the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run with Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing Nix. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the option. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
14. First down, Denver.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Nix to the air. Guys, man, complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36.
That's another
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On the ground, Harvey. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. 105 yards rushing down for the ball game on 24 carries. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.